What was it like going hungry so that your children could eat?
It sucked, of course. It's not the best feeling. I mean, obviously, like, I would feed my kids before I feed myself, but it's definitely not, it does not make you feel like you're doing well as a parent and stuff when you can't provide your own food and stuff for the whole month.
Today, 1 in 7 Oregonians struggle to put food on the table. And that harsh reality is about to get worse. In July, the Republican majority in Congress passed H.R. 1, a budget package that contains trillions in tax cuts, mainly benefiting the rich. To offset some of the cost of those massive tax cuts, H.R. 1 makes the biggest cuts in history to the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program. Previously known as food stamps, SNAP is the nation's first and most important line of defense against hunger.
I worked as an in-home caregiver for 12 years. We got evicted from our house because on a one-person income, I can't take care of 3 kids by myself, or I couldn't at the time, with our rent being almost $2,000 a month. So we went back and forth between motels for a little while, and I'm just trying to pull things back together. I'm looking for work. My kids are in school now, so we're just trying to kind of figure it out.
One way H.R. 1 cuts SNAP is by expanding work requirements. These new work requirements create new layers of bureaucracy that families must wade through in order to maintain their eligibility. Families who make mistakes on their paperwork or who can't find work are at risk of losing their food assistance. Another way that H.R. 1 cuts SNAP is by shifting some of the cost of the program that was previously paid for by the federal government onto the states, putting more pressure on our state budget. The cost to Oregon could total more than $500 million in the current budget period.
St. Vincent de Paul Society of Lane County is the largest human service provider in our area. We serve over 5,000 people annually through our shelter programs, including here at First Place Family Center. These are people who are already in vulnerable positions. Many of them are on the pathway to becoming rehoused, working with our teams. However, setbacks like a cut to SNAP benefits is a huge impact on their progress to find stable housing, to no fault of their own. So when you have cuts to SNAP benefits like this, it creates an additional layer of stress for these individuals who are trying to focus on having lasting employment, getting into housing, and in the case of First Place Family Center, having the additional struggle of taking care of their children. So it's an additional stressor on them, which then we see an increased demand for our services.
I think that cutting any kind of support for nutritional benefits is dangerous. Definitely in an environment like this where these families are struggling and in need of more support, not less. I think that dangerous in this context would be, children or families or mothers going hungry. I think that with nutritional care kind of falling apart and kind of getting lessened, that certain families would be impacted in a way that would cause their ability to meet other daily requirements in their living situation safely.
And so even though I was working, all that money went to the motels. And so because of that, I used my SNAP benefits the best that I could for the kids. So there were a lot of days where I barely ate anything.
And why was that?
Because I didn't have the money. So I chose to buy stuff for them instead of stuff for myself. There were time periods where we would run out of our SNAP benefits before the end of the month, and then you still don't get them until a specific date of the next month. So there were days where they ate crackers and cereal.
Oregon will need nearly $3 billion over the next 3 budget periods just to keep SNAP serving the same number of Oregonians as it does now. So where should Oregon lawmakers look to find those resources? Given the windfall that the rich and corporations received from the Republican budget package, H.R. 1, raising the taxes on those groups would be a smart choice for Oregon lawmakers. Lawmakers need to step up and avoid more Oregonians going hungry.